Next is stories. Have I told a few stories already today? What are people most likely to remember? A good story or the secondary bullet point on slide 47? The story. Because if you remember the story, what it's going to lead you to? The point, right? Right. And so the story is the sticky part that leads you to whatever is the aha, right? What are more powerful, your stories or somebody else's? Usually yours, right? If you have a good story, right? Now, your own stories, how do they come across? Genuine, authentic, usually has more of a feeling with it. Do you connect with the audience better when you're telling your stories?
It's more emotional.
Right, which will come across, right? And connect better and deeper level with the audience. Other thing, from a storytelling standpoint, if you do get nervous, but you're using triggers to trigger the story, you're less likely to forget your own stories, aren't you? So if you are nervous, right, remembering your own stories is much easier than remembering somebody else's stories. Now, somebody else's stories or other examples are powerful, and I like to use those as well. But when you think about how can I illustrate this point, how can I illustrate this with a story that leads people to the end point? Okay? So the best presenters I know are storytellers. Do you agree with that? If you think about people that you think are great at presenting, don't they tend to be great storytellers? You know, we were talking about pastors or ministers before. My grandfather, a little partial to him, he was a minister, but he was from a small town in Texas. But he was a great storyteller. He never went into a lot of details of different things. He told great stories that illustrated his 3 points and made sure he was done by 12.